Welcome back, Love Stylers. Today we're going to be talking about a midlife carnivore lifestyle and the clarity that you can have and my 5 favorite things about living this way because I love my life now. So I'm 51 years old and I've been on a carnivore journey for the last about 4 years. If I have that right, I might have to go back and check, but about 4 years now. I've been eating mostly meat, dairy, and eggs in my life. I have found so many amazing benefits. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 for people over 40 or in their midlife like myself. Now, if you're under 40, this is a safe space. You are welcome here, so welcome home to Love Style. I hope you subscribe. All of you, send it to a friend and stick with me this year. I have a lot of surprises coming your way. So this is my anecdotal experience of the last 6 years. So I started on keto. I wanted to get off of alcohol. I wanted to not have high blood pressure anymore. I cleared both of those. I did a ketovore little combo in the middle. And I've come over to carnivore, and 90% of the time I eat meat, dairy, and eggs. It's just so much easier. It takes all the overthinking away from any of this diet crap that us guys have been dealing with for years. If you're middle-aged like me, you have tried many diets in your time, especially if you're a female. And guys, I think we have it a little tougher. We've had pregnancies. We've had medical concerns. We've gone through surgeries. We've gone through deaths and so many other stressors, work-life balance, trying to manage a household, doing it all. And I feel like a carnivore lifestyle might be the answer you've been looking for if you want to tweak it even more so. Not just for weight loss, but for healing. My first favorite benefit today is sustainability. Sustainability. What is the point of being on a diet if you cannot sustain either the weight loss you've already received or if you can't keep going for years to come? So a carnivore lifestyle for me personally has been the most sustainable diet I've ever been on, period. More than keto, more than any version of calorie restriction, more than eating salads for weeks on end and months on end. Eating salad with chicken on it, with the crappy dressing, out the window for me. It's not something I need to practice. I'm sure you're ecstatic to hear that you do not have to eat like a rabbit anymore if you do not want to. Now, salad is a better choice than Twinkies. But I'm telling you something right now if you never thought of it before. Have you noticed, especially with women who go on these fad diets, they eat salad, they work out like a beast, they drink their water, hopefully, and their diet soda, which is acceptable, but they're hungry, they're grouchy, they're bitchy, and they always gain the weight back, or at least 90% of the time. I want something that I can sustain for the rest of my life, and I feel like I have found it. Just removing bread for me personally has been a huge game changer. Not to mention all the carbs, the junk food, the alcohol, the ginger ale I used to drink, the Sour Patch Kids, fill in the blank. I've eaten it. I was addicted to it. It didn't matter when I was in my 30s. My body seemed to be able to burn it off somehow. But now that I'm 51 years old, in my midlife, the game has changed and I'm going to change with it. So eating meat, dairy, and eggs, nutrient dense most of the time, has been very, very pleasurable for a person like me who never really cared for vegetables in the first place. More important than weight loss is keeping it off. I remember going to the doctor every single year before I started on my low carb journey and gaining a little bit of weight each year. And it would just destroy me, destroy my confidence. I just felt so guilty, shameful for gaining a few pounds each year, and it adds up. It adds up quick, especially after 40. I feel like it's more important when we're middle-aged to keep off the weight we've already lost. I feel like once you handle that, the rest becomes easier. So not gaining weight, to me, is just as important as losing weight. And, we hate the word lose. And I just want to add, we don't even like the way it sounds. So let's just sustain this way of eating, this type of lifestyle, not perfection, because I do a 90% carnivore diet to leave a little bit of room in there for life itself. Us ladies in our midlife, we have menopause to deal with, or perimenopause. We have hormone changes that are quite severe. Eating more meat, dairy, and eggs in your life can actually help with some menopausal symptoms. Booze, sugar, beer, wine, over-the-counter drugs, processed foods, crappy seed oils, meds, prescription and non-prescription, and drugs themselves can all screw up our system to where when we're in midlife, we may have to reconstruct the way we've been living. My second amazing benefit on a carnivore lifestyle here in my midlife is energy. Immense, wonderful, focused, joyful energy. I have so much more energy than I ever had in my 20s or 30s or 40s. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, I might even have too much energy. So for most people, I could be considered hyper. I do not get tired ever. I never get tired until it's time for bed. I start to wind down, but I have immense energy. I have immense focus in a day. I have immense clarity with my thoughts, and this is so empowering for me. And if you feel lethargic, and I remember feeling a bit lethargic in my days when I was drinking in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. I feel like I didn't even have quite as much energy as I do now. What I want to explain is when you are in ketosis and you are eating on a carnivore lifestyle or even a keto lifestyle, you have fuel that feels like it's from the heavens. It feels like it's from God, and I believe it's from the divine, because we get to experience it at midlife. I would have never believed it if you would have told me in my 20s, 30s, or 40s that I would be walking 4 miles a day instead of going to the bar and sitting and drinking. I would have said you're getting high on your own supply, or I would have thought you were one of the drunks at the end of the bar hanging out with me. I wouldn't have believed it, but I am fully energetic at this point. As a matter of fact, I could dial it down a bit. I usually have too much energy for most people in my life, and some of those people are in their 20s. I have much more energy than a lot of people who are younger than me, and this is no exaggeration. I hope it's coming across now. I can't remember the last time I was tired unless I did a huge hike. My third favorite benefit is fat loss. So, Captain Obvious over here, of course, many people experience fat loss when eating on a carnivore diet or a keto diet. I want to talk today about the type of fat loss. So, when someone starts to de-age, reverse age, and they start to look younger even though they're older, like I do, I'm going to put a picture up here, an image of me in my 40s, so you can see the difference and you tell me if I look healthier today. The fat loss that I'm talking about is mostly cellulite, flabby skin, and unsightly fat. So most carnivores get a very nice glow to their skin, a taut look. They start to lose fat on their face, which is very noticeable. First and foremost, on our chin is another place we lose it, and it takes a little bit of time. This does not happen overnight because you have to keep doing it. But you will start to look younger. People will not understand, and your teeth will get whiter. They will become healthier. Your teeth can actually become healthier. I know that sounds hard to believe, and you may not believe me, but it actually happens. Our bones become more dense, less accidents, breaking hips and things like that as you're getting older. If you're on a carnivore diet, you may not have to worry about any of that. That fragile bone crap that happens to mostly women. Your skin gets smoother when you lose the flabby fat. The flabby fat that is cellulite. Ladies, this is our biggest problem on our bodies is cellulite. And I'm telling you, I'm not ready to show you pictures of my thighs, nor will I probably ever be on this channel. That brave. But the cellulite is slowly fading. And I'm keeping more of my muscle. I'm keeping more of my muscle. That doesn't mean that I'm going to get totally buff and come in looking like one of those dudes that are on steroids or anything. But I want to keep the muscle that I have. It's hard enough for us ladies, especially over 40 in our midlife, to keep that muscle. So this is the answer. This is going to be your favorite part. You're not going to believe that cellulite can actually be reduced very quickly compared to every other diet. I will challenge anybody on this. So if you come at me, be ready. And I just want to add that your hair starts to grow in nice and thick. I had some hair loss with keto because I was eating too many salads and too many vegetables, and I lost a lot of hair. It's growing in now, and it's getting nice and thick. It's taking a little bit of time, but it's finally coming in, and I'm pleased with my hair. So we are very attached to our hair, us ladies over 40. Oh my gosh. When it comes to hair, we're super attached, and we always want to have healthy looking hair to match our nice young face, our new carnivore, young, de-aged face and body. Everything gets tighter. Everything gets tighter. I'll say it again. Everything gets tighter. My fourth favorite benefit of this way of eating is sex drive. Improved, heightened, more enjoyable sex drive. You get your sexy back. You get your sexy back. This means many things at once, but I'm going to tell you this. In my 20s, 30s, and 40s, I did not have a sex drive like I have today at 51. I am into it. And without getting taken off of YouTube, I just want to tell you, I can keep up with my 48-year-old husband. And I am a female. And we have trouble in this department. And our hormones can be funny. And we are not always into it. We are not always into sex like men are at 51 years old in our midlife. As a matter of fact, that's probably the biggest complaint. Your testosterone is increased. And that doesn't mean you're going to wake up with a stash or anything like that necessarily. But the balance of testosterone and the other hormones in your body is much more balanced. And I just want to add, you can get there much faster. And I feel like this part adds to your confidence. When we feel sexy for our husbands, or how we look in the mirror for ourselves, it shows in your personality. It shows the way you carry yourself. And I think this is important, especially when we get older and we're female. I think we lose some of that because things don't behave the same way. We may have gained a little too much weight. We may have stayed out of photos for 20 years. We may have thought that alcohol made us feel sexy. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to love it. The fifth benefit, amazing life-changing benefit today is the simplicity. The simplicity of eating on a carnivore lifestyle. You have meat, you have dairy, you have eggs. Butter, bacon, these are all the staples. This is mostly what you're probably going to eat. You can have chicken, you can have pork. You can eat once a day, twice a day. You can even eat 3 times a day. You can practice intermittent fasting. These are the staples of getting your health back together. I got off of my high blood pressure medicine by eating this way. I drink only water and coffee and heavy cream in my coffee. it is enjoyable and you will get used to it, and it is not a prison sentence. This is a simple way to live. This is so simple. Of all of the years that we have added so many aspects to our lives that we've tried to balance out as midlife people, as older women, as older men, has probably been very challenging. There's been many things we have made mistakes on. And the simplicity of a low-carb lifestyle, a keto lifestyle, a carnivore lifestyle especially, is very liberating. You have time to do many other things. You don't have to study, weigh things, and all of the little details that you think you need if you're an overthinker like me when you're dieting. It doesn't feel like you're dieting because you're not. This is your lifestyle. This is going to be the way you eat now if you end up enjoying it like I am. So the simplicity is my favorite part. You can have breakfast for dinner. We have scrambled eggs and bacon when we don't know what to make. You have lots of ground beef that is so nutritious for you. You can have chicken, pork, steaks, seafood. You can have lots of butter and some other dairy products, almost like a condiment with your food. And this is very doable. It's very simple. You will sleep better. You will have a zest for life that you may have lost. And I get it. I've been there. And here in your midlife, it's important if you want to stay on this planet for 40 more years, 50 more years, live to 100 like I'd like to. And you may have family that would love to spend their time with you for years to come, who you can stay on this planet for. You may have grandkids you want to be here for. You can pass along the knowledge you have as an older person, as a Gen Xer, and some of that's been lost these days to social media, to computers, to AI. I don't want to lose the human touch. And eating on a carnivore lifestyle has made me love being a human. And you will probably not be that hungry anymore. So it's great for beating cravings. And I just wanted to add that to the simplicity section. Please ask me anything in the comments. Nothing is off the table. And even if it's an embarrassing question, I will answer you. You can ask me about sex. You can ask me about alcohol. You can ask me what I don't like about the carnivore diet. Stick around for my truth bomb in 30 seconds. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you so very much. I love you. Stick with me this year. I'm going to keep going. And I have a couple things up my sleeve you might be interested in. So keep your eye on me and I'll be expecting to see you. Thank you for listening to Black Eyed Soul. Check us out. Add it to your cart on Amazon. And we record right here in this room. And that's Andrew and myself. So anywhere you find streaming music, check out Black Eyed Soul. Tell us if you like us. And my truth bomb today is I have had this channel this will be my 4th year. For 3 full years, I have been doing YouTube about a carnivore lifestyle and similar subjects about dieting and lifestyle choices, healthier lifestyle choices. I would love it if you would check out my playlists and watch some videos from a few years earlier. Now, you might look back and go, well, Misty, you really haven't lost a lot of weight. Like, I don't get it. I thought this was a weight loss diet. Yeah, but it's a lifestyle. And if you can sustain it and keep the weight off, who cares if it's a little slower sometimes, especially if you're older, like my mom. I want to save you time. And I watched one of my videos the other day from about 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. And I found something inspirational in my own video that I don't remember that I said. So if you are closer to the beginning of your journey, you may want to tune in to some of my earlier videos and you can help me out in the process. My channel is growing slowly. I love doing this. I plan on keeping going, and I hope you join me. So check out my other videos. I even have recipes on there under seasons 1, 2, and 3. We want to thank you for tuning into Love Style today. We'll see you next time. Peace out.